friends, and welcome back to Beyond the Screen, the Family Connection podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Samantha Hayes, educator, mom, and founder of Beyond the Screen Families. Let me ask you something. When's the last time your child asked why, or what if, or could we try this? I want you to take a moment and really think about that. Can you come up with an answer? Was it today, a few minutes ago, or was it longer than that? Those questions, the ones that come out of nowhere and sometimes drive us a little nuts, am I right? Are actually signs of something powerful. That's curiosity. And today we're talking about how to protect that curiosity in a world where scrolling, swiping, and autoplay are slowly shutting it down. And if you haven't thought about that, I just want to take a minute for that to resonate with you. Our world where we scroll, swipe, and things just continuously play is shutting down curiosity. I will talk to you today about how to raise curious, creative kids without needing Pinterest perfect science experiments and making every moment a lesson. That's the focus of Beyond the Screen Families, period. All of the things we do, whether it's through our blog posts, through our podcast, what we share on Instagram, or when you subscribe or purchase one of our family packs or our essentials packs, it's all about raising curious, creative, and connected children. And those are the skills that are needed to thrive in the modern world. Plus, I've also got a sneak peek of next month's Essentials Pack bonus item. And trust me, if you're traveling or planning a holiday trip, you don't want to miss this one. This might be your time to just sign up. So let's jump into today's information. Let's start here. Curiosity is more than just asking questions. It's the engine of learning. It's what drives exploration, problem solving, empathy, and yes, even resilience. Have you ever thought about how curiosity is truly connected to all of those things? Think about it right now. In fact, studies have shown that curiosity is more important than IQ when it comes to long-term success. And I've seen that play out over and over again as an educator. I have a deep background in educating the academically gifted individuals. And what we always worked on with those children was thriving and really developing that sense of curiosity, because curiosity takes you from point A to point Z. Maybe not always linearly. That word was very tough for me today. But the learning that happens in between A and Z is going to be powerful. Here's the tricky part. We live in a world of screens. Screens are passive for the most part. Now, you know that I don't believe in getting rid of all screens. Some screens can require you to think critically and get involved. There are some games, there are some activities. Maybe you're developing a stop motion and you need to use the screen to be able to do that. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the majority of screens that we see happening every single day. Sitting on a personal device, scrolling through your device. Passive. iPads, typically passive games. Curiosity? Well, we know that's active. And so when a child is constantly consuming content that moves fast and gives instant answers, their brain has fewer chances to sit with a question, to wonder, or even get bored enough to get creative. And we've talked about boredom a lot on this podcast because boredom is a powerful thing. That's where the magic happens. That's where creativity takes off. But if our kids are getting bored and we're giving them a screen, or if we're just allowing them endless hours on a personalized device, that creativity plummets. That curiosity, it's in the toilet. It's not about banning screens. It's about making space for curiosity to grow. So let me give you 3 doable ways to nurture curiosity in your home. And I'm not talking about things that involve a lot of prep. I'm not talking about going and getting that perfect Pinterest activity or creating a Pinterest board and adding a whole bunch of stuff to it. I'm talking about real, right? So, my first suggestion is change your questions. Questions are a powerful thing when it comes to cultivating curiosity and creativity. So, just change the questions you're asking. So, instead of what did you do today? Try what surprised you today? What's something weird you noticed? What's one thing you'd like to learn more about? Asking questions that are a little unique makes them think differently. I would also highly, highly recommend asking open-ended questions, things that aren't going to give you a one-word response. So instead of, what did you do today? Maybe you try, tell me about your favorite part of today. How did you react when a friend came over today? How were you surprised with such and such, right? So opening up those questions. These little shifts spark conversation, and they teach your kids that wondering out loud is welcome. And in fact, it's celebrated. Number 2, make curiosity visible. Now, what does that mean? Maybe you have a notebook, a dry erase board, or even some sticky note walls where your family writes down things we wonder. Some examples might be, why do cats purr? Could you grow a watermelon in a bathtub? Do trees sleep? I love questions like this when kids start asking them because it gives us an opportunity to explore and wonder. One of my favorite things was when we were talking about things that sink and float and all of that. And my daughter said, I don't think a watermelon can float. And I was like, man, you are confident in that. Talk to me about why. And she's like, well, it's heavy and da 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 da. And I was like, okay. And I said, why don't we try when we're out at the store next time? Let's grab a watermelon and let's see if it floats. And she's like, we don't have someplace big enough. And I was like, we're going to throw it in the pool. And we did. And that curiosity lingered. And then we started talking, well, why would the watermelon float in the pool? It is heavy. So that got us wondering on all of these other things. So one small little question led to this gigantic experiment where we really didn't need anything, right? Yes, we bought the watermelon and we ate it. It became part of what we were eating, but we really didn't need anything. It just cultivated that curiosity. Number 3, get comfortable with I don't know. And this one's big. This one was the hardest thing for me to get comfortable with as an educator. Academically gifted students tend to ask some of the wildest questions as they're contemplating how things interconnect and go together. And sometimes I had to say, you know what? I don't know the answer to that, but let's go find out. Kids are okay if you don't know. We have to be comfortable not knowing. So Get comfortable in that. When your child asks you a question and you don't know the answer, you can try what I just said. I don't know the answer to that. Let's go find out. Um, that's such a good question. I don't know. You want to look it up together? Now you're not just feeding the curiosity, you're also modeling it in yourself. And modeling is one of the most powerful things we can give our children because we're teaching them what it's like to be a curious learner. And that learning is something we do over our entire lifetime. Okay, so a quick pause here because I've also got something that I'm so excited to share with you. I just started working on it a couple weeks ago, and I can't wait to send this. If you're already a subscriber to our Essentials Pack, you'll be getting next month's bonus item, the screen-free travel pack, automatically. And it is loaded with everything you need to have a screen-free adventure. It's a printable bundle of creative, connection based activities you can use on planes, road trips, waiting rooms, wherever life takes you. Think conversation cards, challenges, family fun, and zero Wi Fi required or device required. And if you know me, you also might have seen on our Instagram recently where I posted how we took a plane trip, which took us 10 hours total from airport to airport with my 6 year old, zero screens, zero screens. And so this comes from a place of I'm not just giving you something that might work, I'm giving you something that actually will work, right? If you're not subscribed yet to any of our Essentials Pack, this is the perfect time. It's $5. So let's say you subscribe today for this Essentials Pack. For your first month, you're going to get that screen-free travel pack, which is worth more than $5. You're going to get 2 to 3 activities each week. You're going to get other items. You're going to get access to a community of like-minded parents where you can share and interact if that's what you choose to do. For $5. That's it. $5. Head to beyondthescreenfamilies.com/shop and become an Essentials Pack member before September 5th, 2025 to get your free travel pack. And if you can't already tell, I'm super excited about this one. You don't want to miss it. So let's be real. Some days, curiosity is probably the last thing on your mind. You're thinking, just brush your teeth. That's pretty much me every day. Just brush your teeth. Just get in the car. Please stop asking me if dragons are real. I get it. I 100% get it. But here's the magic. Your kids don't need to be a walking encyclopedia. They just need to see that you're still interested in the world. So let's try these instead. Say out loud when something amazes you. Whoa, look at that sky. This is one of my favorite. Like that whole awe and wonder is powerful. This tomato smells incredible. I wonder why. Woo! That water in the pool is cold and it has been so hot out lately. What is going on? So try that wonder and amazement and awe, modeling it for your kids so they can see how your brain is thinking and developing that curiosity. Let them see you try something new. I never made this recipe before. Would you like to help me figure it out? Oh, I'm not sure if I can fix this, but I'd like to try. Do you want to help me try? That's one of my favorites because my husband is a master at fixing this and things, and I am not. But I always let my kids see that I'm interested in learning and trying to figure out how we might fix it, even if it means that ultimately I'm like, okay, we need to give this to daddy and see what he'll do. Wonder out loud. If you're not noticing, you should be by now, but all of these things are things where you might be thinking it and just expressing it. Expressing those things for your children will help them to see that you are learning and you are interested in learning. What do you think would happen if we jumped in the pool together? When curiosity becomes part of your daily language, your kids start to mirror it, even maybe during screen time. They'll ask questions about what they're watching. They'll try to build what they see in real life, and they'll carry that wonder with them. So let's wrap it up today. Today we talked about why curiosity is more powerful than we give it credit for, how to invite wonder into your home with simple language shifts, and why modeling curiosity matters even more than actually teaching it. Your challenge this week is to pick one question a day that invites curiosity, something fun, unexpected, or just a little weird. Try it during dinner or the ride to school and let me know how your kids responded. You'll be amazed at what they've come up with. And before we go, don't forget, if you're an Essentials Pack subscriber, the September bonus item, the screen-free travel pack, is going to be headed your way. If you're not subscribed yet, now is the time. Now is the time. $5. Head to beyondthescreenfamilies.com/shop and join before September 5th. As always, if you enjoyed this podcast, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone else. And if you aren't already, make sure you're following us on all of your socials. We're at Beyond the Screen Families. Thanks for listening. Thanks for growing with us. And here's to trading a little more screen time for moments that stick. Bye.